Alright, hello everyone. So the February 1st schedule update notice has dropped. We are going to be talking about mainly the Refraction Railway tree and how to access it and all the changes compared to Refraction Railway 2. So RR3, right? You need to clear main story 536 in order to access it. So this one is your first priority. If you have not cleared your Ishmael story, go and clear your Ishmael story. Then there's a little mini episode if you also cleared the 5.5 story. And Refraction Railway 2 will be closing afterwards when RR3 drops. So if you have not claimed your rewards, go and claim your rewards. If you're new, just go and suffer through. Just try to get the pools as much as you can. The banner, you can say screw that, because honestly the banner is just for flexing. So if you don't really care about that, or you just want to get the pools, then feel free to just suffer through, get 999 turns clear. Everyone can clear it. It's not particularly hard. It's just very grindy and very annoying for some of the fights, which I'm glad that they changed in Refraction Railway 3. A lot of the grind has actually disappeared from RR3. So starting out with RR3, let's talk about that one. For the patch notes here, there's a bunch of bug fixes also, but I don't care about them. I just want to talk about RR3 here. So it's going to be 10 fights with 13 stations. 3 of those stations are going to be healing stations, which is quite nice because you can also revive your allies or heal your allies in those stations, which is very, very nice. The banner is still here, which means that you need to get a certain amount of turns in order to get the banner. If you're new, don't bother, just get the pools, because this Refraction Railway comes with 40 pools, as well as a bunch of threads for uptying and a bunch of EXP tickets and one level 40 ticket. And that level 40 ticket will make it so that you can pump someone from level 1 to level 40 immediately. Really, really useful if you're starting out. Content details here. So even though it says 336 here, it's actually 536. I don't know why they made this error. And then the main one here I want to talk about here is this. When you have started a run in the previous Refraction Railway, you could not change your uptie level or your level. So if you've accidentally brought in, let's say, a uptie 3 4th match flame Ryoshu, does not have AoE, right? Feels kind of bad for some of the fights because you wanted the Wrath in an AoE. Well, that is going away. That problem no longer exists because you can actually uptie and level while you're inside. So there's no problem for that one. So if you go in and you forgot to do something, you can actually just go out, change it, go back in, and the change will be actually reflected in your current run, which is really, really good. So it makes it so that you don't have to, go all the way back to stage number 1 and then do it all over again. I think this is a very nice quality of life. Then the next one is that your healing stations are going to be at 4, 8, and 12. So if you push to number 3, you can actually revive if in case someone died in number 3. So let's say the number 3 is like a poison fight, you accidentally got poisoned and died. You go to number 4, heal, revive, boom, set. Then you just push through. So I think that's quite nice. Doesn't mean it's a hard reset when you hit number 3 or number 7 or number 11. You get to actually just revive on the next stage. SP also gets maintained this time. It will not reset to 0, but negative SP will recover to 0 SP. So do take note of that for Ninclair and maybe if you are bringing Sunshower Heathcliff or something like that. Once again, this is Refraction Railway, so it's going to be total turns taken, and then your ego resources will carry over, and all of these mechanics are pretty much from the previous Refraction Railways. Pretty much a lot of these are going to be the same mechanics. You can also reset wherever, you can also restart whenever, and you carry over all of your HP, SP, as well as the ego resources until that point. So pretty much just full resets. And then combat progression here is going to be 6 sinners per fight. As you can see here, we're going to fight the whale. So if you have not cleared 536, you cannot do this because we are fighting a lot of the 536 enemies, which most likely means that we'll be fighting Ahab at one of the nodes. I just don't know which node for the fight for Ahab. Yep. And if you bring less than 6 sinners, you will not gain additional skill slots. I don't know how far they're going to take it, because I think if you go less than 5, you might still get actions until the 5th action, until the 5th slot, but you won't go to the 6th slot. But maybe that is just totally removed and it will just be 1 slot per player. I don't know. This one I'll just wait until the actual game drops. And then the big one here, right, is that there's no more min-maxing what you can bring to the next station. So this one, what happened in the previous Refraction Railway is that you could bring your quick suppression to the next fight and it will guaranteed be in your skill slots. So what happened is that, let's say I have quick suppression here and I have a regular skill here, what I would do is that since the boss is going to die anyway, I would save Quick Suppression and use the bottom skill. If I go to the next station after this, Quick Suppression will be in my bottom skill because I kept it from the previous fight. Well, they're removing that mechanic altogether, so there's no point saving any skill for any reason. You can just dump all of it onto this fight. The next fight, all of your skills here will be randomly reset. Speed will also be randomly reset. So there is no rerolling, there is no min-maxing of keeping certain skills because you wanted to use them at the start of the round for the next fight. For example, I know some people will dump all their skill 1s here so that they will be able to increase the chance of getting a skill 2 or a skill 3 for the next fight, because usually your skill 2s and 3s are really, really powerful, but your 1s are not very powerful. So understandably, this was removed. I think it was too min-maxy, because it was similar to Refraction Railway 1, where you were able to do discard tech, where you can actually throw away the skill 1s so that you only use 2s and 3s. But this is just another way of doing the 2s and 3s. I don't know. This one is... I think it's okay for new players, because new players, imagine giving them something else to think about, right? New player joins at chapter 5 when Ishmael just dropped, because really cool storyline or something like that. And then after that, they see like, wait, I have to read all of these skills. I have to know each of my character's abilities. I have to know what resources I need. And then I also need to figure out which skills I want to keep for the next fight. So it's honestly quite a lot of shit that they have to figure out. So I think removing that part is understandable. But at the same time, I'm going to miss being able to keep my Quick Suppression for next round, because I like to do a little bit of min-max. Not like super min-max, but like a little bit. So yeah, it feels kind of bad that they remove this choice from the player. But whatever, I'm kind of like neutral about this. So observation levels, moving on. Observation levels, the damage bonus based on observation levels is going to get removed. If you did not know, observation levels actually give you more damage, but they're removing that part for Refraction Railway only. So what observation levels are for now is just to see what the boss does. But you don't have to do that. You can go to Limbus Kusoge, click on Refraction Railway, click on any boss that appears here, and you will be able to just click again, and you can see all of their passives, all of the body parts, different passives, all of the elements, all of the type weaknesses, how much HP they have, stagger thresholds, and whatnot. So personally, I never ever use this mechanic, even though I think that this is a very nice UI update for Limbus Company's UI. I just think that this is not super necessary for a lot of players, because you can use an alternate website just to go and see what are the types so that you can plan ahead. Yep. So this was not honestly a big problem for me, but I think it's a step in the right direction. Eventually this thing may look really nice, so that a new player will come in and they'll be like, okay, I can kind of understand what's going on here. But yeah, for a lot of players, I actually recommend Limbus Kusoge. I'll put it in the comments, sorry, not comments, description. Then you can just go and refer to this website every time you do Refraction Railways. It's really, really helpful. Right, and then the last one is claiming rewards. For the claiming rewards, you just pay a one-time cost of 25 modules. This is not a permanent cost or a subsequent cost. It's just one-time payment. And then you'll be able to claim all of the lost and found resources here anytime you want. You can even choose not to claim them. And I think it will actually auto-credit you the resource at the end of Refraction Railway. So yeah, pretty much you just pay this once, then you get all of these resources here. I think the one that a lot of players are looking at is going to be the 10 pools here. These tickets here are 10 pools. This is a 10 pool, this is 2 10 pools, and this is 1 guaranteed 3-star 10 pool. So this one is special. It's only for Season 3, okay? So only Season 3 IDs that have been released will be in the pool for this deck, for this 10 pool ticket here. So if you are saving for Ishmael, Captain Ahab Ishmael, which is 100% coming out, I'm telling you, you should wait until the ID drops, then you use this ticket, okay? Do not use this ticket before then, because then she will not be in the pool of possible characters to be pulled for using this ticket. So make sure you wait until the ID that you want drops, then you use this ticket. So yeah, take note of that before you immediately pop this guaranteed ticket here. Right, then the rest of the 10 pools, feel free to use wherever you want, doesn't matter. Right, special decorative banner here, according to this line here, is going to take you less than 100 turns in order to get the special banner. I think 100 turns is too generous, because there's only 10 fights, which means that each fight you can take 10 turns to clear, which I think is too easy. So I suspect that they will lower this 100 turns to maybe 70 or 80 with another banner. The reason being, right, is because I'm pretty sure that they remove cycles. There is no mention of going to a specific node and then repeating the cycle over again. I think that was a Refraction Railway 2 only mechanic. I think number 3 is not going to have cycles. But if it does have cycles, then this 100 turns part here will make a lot more sense. But if there are no cycles, then this 100 turns part here is actually a bit too generous because it's 10 turns per fight. So unless the fights are slogfest, I don't think anyone will be spending 100 turns. So most likely there's either a third banner here with a different number of turns, or the bosses are just strong as shit by making them have really high HP bars or something like that. Don't know. I don't want to theorize this part here because there could be many possibilities here. But I think 100 turns is a bit too generous. Yeah, it's too generous. Besides that, nothing much else here. You get to see your total clear requirements, blah blah blah, whatever. That one is up to you. The rewards here, all you need to do is clear the specific station, and then you should be able to claim these rewards. The last one will of course be Terminus, and number 12 station will be your healing station. Number 4 will be your healing station, and number 8 will be your healing station. So you don't see 8, you don't see 4, and you don't see 12 here. Instead you see 11, and then you see Terminus. Terminus will be the final one, and I think Terminus is just a banner. You get the 10 pull just by clearing to station 11, so you don't even need to clear until Terminus. I think Terminus is just for your banner. Yep. So that is pretty much it for Refraction Railway 3. I'm very excited to go at it again, and I'm glad that from what I can tell right now, that there are no cycles, which means I don't have to deal with this Umbrella Fox getting 6 protection by my final cycle, or this luggage guy getting so much protection every alternate turn and making the fight such a slog. Even though I know how to deal with them, okay, I got my banner, but it's such a pain to deal with these tanky mechanics. They just have no purpose but to make the fight even longer. So yeah, I'm glad that they are not doing that. Hopefully, it's always possible that they could just do it again on the day itself, because P-Moon is P-Moon and they might want to do a change on the day itself. So who really knows? But yeah, so far I'm quite happy with a lot of these quality of life changes. Really good shit altogether. The heals and then the levels and upties, being able to change your stuff, that's really nice for a lot of players, because when you go in blind, you might forget to upgrade something, so it's nice to change halfway. Yep. So the final reminder here is go and get your 536 cleared. Go and get your Refraction Railway 2 rewards cleared if you have not already gotten it cleared. In which case, then all you have to do is wait. Yep. Remember to go do your story. Remember to go and get your rewards. Alright, so that is pretty much it for this video. Really excited to go at it again. I'll probably do a stream the moment it drops so that I can test out my budget team. The budget team is going to be 1 borrowed 3-star and then 1 universal 3-star, basically standard pool 3-star, and then the rest will be 2 stars or 1 stars depending, so that people can always clear. I want to test if I can get the sub 100 since it's 10 turns per clear, yeah, so it shouldn't be super hard. Yeah. Okay, so that is really it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If I missed something, feel free to let me know, or if I misread something, feel free to let me know, then we can change that later. Alright, thanks for watching guys, bye bye.